Hello YouTubers, it's Championdjk coming at you again with another episode of Vintage Matchbox Monday, where we take a look at 5 random Matchbox castings ranging in years from about the late 60s all the way up to the early 90s. So always random kind of what we're going to take a look at. This first one that we're going to look at here is number 50 in the lineup for, what year was this? This came out in 1982. I believe is the 82 version of this casting. The casting was used from 81 to 84. It's in 1/34 scale, and it is a Harley Davidson motorcycle. Let's go ahead and pull it out of the box. The box is pretty cool too, but let's go ahead and take this out. So, pretty neat. First thing you notice, obviously, is it's got a rider on it. It is kind of in a metal flake brown color. Tannish brown, and the guy is tan. The motorcycle does have articulating steering, but the guy, when he sits on this thing, doesn't really allow it to steer. And I don't really want to unsnap him from here, but you can take him off by unsnapping this piece first and then sliding his arm off that way. I am not going to do it right now just because this thing does feel a little fragile and I really don't want to break it. The wheels are pretty cool. They're like rubber, and the rims are, I believe these rims are plastic. They almost look like they could be metal, but I don't think they are. I think the only metal on this thing is the actual, where you see it painted brown here. The rest of it is plastic. God, it almost feels like those things could be metal in there. It would be cool if they are, but I doubt they are. But definitely pretty cool, this little Harley Davidson motorcycle. So you motorcycle fans will probably dig that one, think it's pretty neat. I think it's pretty neat too. But that's going to be it for that one. Let's see if we can get him back in his box here. It's kind of tricky to get him in there. And there's that. All right, so we're going to follow that one up with number 51, the Combine Harvester. Interesting piece of farm equipment from Matchbox. As you see, we got some articulating features, which is common for this era of Matchbox. This is from 1978 to 81. This casting was used all the way up into 2000, though. There's no scale listed for it. We're going to go ahead and take it out. I don't know if they changed it up where it didn't, but there you go. It moves. This thing moves, too. I think this is supposed to like spit out whatever it's harvesting and do like some sort of bin. Interesting thing though, these wheels are like a hard plastic, almost rubber, on a rim. Well, actually, are they on a rim or are they actually just part? I think the front ones are on a rim. I don't want to pull them off, of course, but that is an interesting little casting. Definitely something different. It's basically all metal. It is very heavy. The base, I think, though, the base is metal, actually. So it is all metal. It's a Lesney product, made in England. Lots of metal on this casting. It's very heavy. And it's kind of a neat little thing. Definitely different, you know. As a lot of these Matchbox were pretty interesting and different in this era. So go ahead and put away the Harvester. And the next thing we'll take a look at is the, what's this one? The Citroen SM, number 51. This one is from 1975 to 1977. Is this particular version. They released it from 1972 all the way up into 1979. It is in 1/63 scale. Interesting little car, and definitely a pretty color blue. So this is a tampo on here, some sort of printing. This thing has a trailer hitch, which is interesting. This one, no suspension on it. It does have a metal, shiny metal base. Lesney Products, England. It does have opening door feature, which is pretty cool. They open and shut very nicely. Very pretty color blue. Definitely like it. Definitely like that it's all metal too. And it is an interesting little car. little tiny Citroen. I always thought these cars were weird because the wheelbase, like the back axle is shorter than the front, which makes it kind of look just, I don't know, weird to me. I don't know much about the real car, if it was front wheel or rear wheel drive. I'm guessing it was probably front, but who knows? It could be totally wrong. And I think that's a neat one. That's definitely a neat little car. You don't see, I don't know who else would cast that. I don't know if any other die-cast manufacturer makes one of those, but it is pretty neat. All right, so follow that up with the number 51, the Midnight Magic. This is kind of weird. This is from 1982 to 83. Is the only time it's been released. So it only got released twice, or in 2 years. It's a 1/60th scale. Probably wasn't a popular one. I don't think it has any licensing. I'm not sure if it really is a real vehicle or not. As you can see, we're going to see some open feature on it. Quickly put it around the box. And here it is. Yeah, I don't know. Not digging it. It's kind of ugly. It's black and silver, chrome interior, because the chrome is actually part of this motor piece, I'm guessing. Does have a metal base. It's made in Macau, which is interesting. Does that mean that it was later? No, it's got to be the same one that's in this box. No real suspension to it. But yeah, 82 to 83. This is a weird one, man. It is weird. I don't think it's modeled after a real car. If somebody thinks it is, let me know. Or maybe it was modeled after some sort of concept car for that time. I'm not really sure. But definitely a strange piece. And I guess it probably isn't that common because it looks like they only came out with it for that, that 2-year span. And that was it. That was it for that one. So there's the Midnight Magic. And then lastly, we're going to take a look at the CJ6 Jeep, number 53. This one, I believe, is the 1977 version. This came out from 1977 to 1981. There's no scale listed for it. There it is. Kind of a weird looking Jeep as far as the proportions go. It looks like it's almost like too long, and it looks like the proportions are kind of whacked out on it. Made in England. Jeep CJ6. It's interesting because that looks like a cast over bar, so it looks like there could have been something else printed there before or put into the base. But it is a metal base, metal body. It does have this plastic top. I don't know if this top is removable or not. Does it say anything about it on the... No, it just says it's got super fast wheels. Nothing else on the box regarding the top. It might be removable. I'm not going to rip it off, though. All in all, it's kind of neat. I'm not really digging it too much. This trailer hitch on it's kind of cool. Yeah, it's all right. But there it is. So that's going to be the last one for this episode. Thank you for tuning in to another Vintage Matchbox Monday. These episodes will probably go on for well over a year, I hope. I've got a lot to show you. I'm kind of filming these in groups and then just letting them trickle out every Monday. But pretty interesting little piece, as these all are as we look at them. And thank you very much for watching. Tune into the next episode. Watch the playlists. Please like, comment, subscribe. Check out my other videos, and have a great day.